Hey guys, CryptoDad here again, and today I'm going to show you how to use CoinLedger to help you do your crypto taxes. So let's get started. So tax season is upon us, and if you have traded cryptocurrencies during the tax year, you need to account for that on your tax return. So I'm going to show you how to use CoinLedger. It's a great software service that will help you track all of your trades and transfers so that you can accurately calculate your capital gains or losses on your tax form. So before we get started, I would just like to point out a couple of things that you should be aware of involving cryptocurrencies when it comes to taxes. The first thing is just buying cryptocurrency is not a taxable event. So if all you did was buy and accumulate various cryptocurrencies during the tax year and you didn't sell anything, then you have incurred no tax liabilities. Now, the second thing you need to be aware of also, if you did trade cryptocurrencies and you use crypto wallets, such as a hardware wallet or a desktop wallet or a phone-based wallet, and you've moved your cryptos from exchanges into your wallets, you need to account for those wallets. Now, moving crypto from an exchange into your wallet or from your wallet back to an exchange is not a taxable event. So you don't have to pay taxes when you move crypto. But when you make a withdrawal from an exchange and you don't account for your wallet, then crypto tax software treats that as a sale. And when you move crypto from your crypto wallet back to an exchange and you have no accounting of the wallet, then crypto tax software treats that as a brand new purchase. So in order to track the entire history of your cryptocurrency, you need to tie your wallets in with all of this information along with your cryptocurrency exchanges. So I'm going to show you how to get a couple of exchanges set up in the CoinLedger software for tracking all your trades, and I'm going to show you how to add a couple of wallets so that when you move your crypto back and forth between your wallets, they're treated as transfers rather than sales or purchases. All right, so let's get started. All right, so I'm here on the CoinLedger homepage. You can learn more about what this software does. I'll put a link down in the description so that you can get yourself signed up. Now, basically, when you do your crypto taxes and you use a service like this, they're not actually filing your tax returns for you. What is going on with a site like this is after you have entered all of the information that you need, it calculates your capital gains and or losses, and it helps you fill out a particular tax form. And so that capital gains tax form is then created for you, and you can take that along with all of the rest of your documentation to your tax accountant or use it with your tax software and file your complete tax return. All right, so basically what happens is you connect all of your accounts. CoinLedger goes through your trading history and calculates exactly how much money you made on each trade. It knows the date of the trade, the price of the crypto on that date and exact time, and can calculate those for you. It's much easier than doing it manually. It helps you import all of your historical data. And then after it has created this IRS tax form, it'll help you export it so that you can use it with your online tax software or take it in and give it to your tax preparer. They're also integrated with TurboTax, which is a very popular tax software for doing your taxes. They can even help with international tax reporting. Now, they can import transactions from lots of different exchanges, and notice also that they can track certain cryptocurrencies that you may own that you're storing in your wallet. So I'm going to show you how to do a couple of those today. All right, the first thing you'll want to do is get yourself signed up for an account. Use an email and create your password of your choice. All right, and so you'll get yourself logged into your new account. You'll choose your country, and then you get a list of platforms that you'll want to import into CoinLedger. I'll start with Coinbase. Coinbase is the most common cryptocurrency exchange that people in the US are using. In fact, you can tick off several of these if you want. I'm just going to keep it simple and do them one at a time. All right, you'll want to verify your email. Go ahead and get your email verified. All right, so they've got some online help that you might want to use. The auto import works pretty easily with Coinbase. Basically what's happening is you're connecting your Coinbase account to this service, and it will be allowed to download your history, right? Your transaction history, your trading history. It does not give them access to making trades or withdrawals on your cryptocurrency exchange. This is read-only access, right? Basically, they're just going to have you log into your Coinbase account. All right, so once you have connected your Coinbase account to CoinLedger, it'll start auto importing all of your transactions. All right, I had quite a few because I've been using Coinbase for quite some time, but they were successfully imported. And so now I have imported all of my Coinbase transactions. Now, if all you do is trade on Coinbase, you buy and sell cryptocurrencies on Coinbase, then basically you're done. All you have to do now is generate your tax reports. But if you use more than one exchange, you're going to need to add all of those exchanges in so that you're giving an accurate picture of your capital gains or losses. So we can just click this button down here, hit Add Account. I'll go ahead and do Binance US. All right, looks like they have an auto import feature as well. Let's go ahead and use that. Okay, so here's the guide. So basically what we need to do is read this guide carefully, and we're going to need to create APIs on our Binance US account and put both of those keys into this window. So I'll click this link here to open up a separate page that's going to walk me through the process. So it's going to have me log into my Binance US account. All right, and then I'll just follow the instructions there. I'm going to need to go to API Management, create a label. I can use anything that I want. I'll go ahead and call it CoinLedger. So we'll go down here to API Management. Going to create a new one. All right, I can call this CoinLedger, and I'll click Create. I'll need my two-factor in this case. It's going to send me a confirmation email. I'll just go to that confirmation email and confirm that. You can see here that the API has been created. Notice here that by default, it's read-only. Right? So they have no power to enable trading or withdrawals, right? You can edit restrictions if you're doing something different, but for tax software, you just want to give them read-only access. Really simple. All right, now all we have to do is take this API key and this API secret key and paste them in. So we'll put that here. All right, we'll go back to this page. We'll go ahead and paste in. We'll paste in the API key. And then I can just highlight this one and copy it into my clipboard and paste that in here. This secret key will only be displayed the first time you create this API. After you go back to this section in your cryptocurrency exchange, you won't see that key anymore. It's probably a good idea to save these somewhere else, like in a text file or something like that, but keep them safe and secure. You don't want anyone to have access to these keys, right, except yourself. All right, and this information is just between you and CoinLedger. We'll go ahead and click Sync Transactions. Basically, the same thing is going to happen that we did with Coinbase. All right, and you can even allow this to continue while you're adding a new account. So I'll go ahead and click Add Account. And whatever other accounts you have, you might have Crypto.com or Kraken or something like that. Kraken is probably an API, and Crypto.com is generally an export. If you want to know more about using Crypto.com, I did a video a couple years back on exporting your Crypto.com information for import into tax software. But I'll go ahead and do one more API. KuCoin is an API. All right, we'll do an auto import here. We're basically going to get the same thing, only it's just slightly different. There's a passphrase when you use KuCoin. So we'll just go over to this guide. We'll follow the instructions. We'll go ahead and get logged into our KuCoin account. All right, we'll just refer to the guide there. We're going to go to API management, create our API, give it a name and a passphrase. So I'll just go over here, pull this down, go to API management. You'll see I have a couple here already. I'll go ahead and create a new API. We'll give it a name, CoinLedger, right? And then I'm going to create my own passphrase. All right, and the default is a read-only access. I'm not going to tick these off because this would be if you're doing something a little more complicated, like a bot or something like that. When you're doing crypto tax software, you just want to give them read access. I've noticed that some crypto tax softwares don't work correctly when you try to restrict the IP access. So when we did Coinbase, the default was no restriction. So I'm going to go ahead and say no restriction. I would just do permanent because if you're doing your taxes now, you want the entire tax year. So 365 days from January 1st, so you want last year's tax year transactions. So I'm going to use permanent here. We'll choose next. All right, I'm going to have to jump through some hoops here. And we need to verify an email that they're going to send to us. All right, I'll go ahead and click Activate API. And there it is. Now, that is the information that I need to paste into my CoinLedger account, right? We'll get that key, put that here. We'll get that secret, put that here. And then I'm going to need that password that I created as well. All right, so I'll paste in that passphrase that I created, and we'll choose Sync Transactions. This one doesn't really matter, but you have to choose one or the other. I don't think I own this at all. All right, let's see what's happening with Binance US. Okay, Binance US is finished. Imported all my transactions. All right, so you're going to have to go down the list, and whatever exchanges that you used during the tax year, you'll want to include in this. So each exchange has its own process for connecting CoinLedger so that it can download all of your trade history, right? You need that to calculate your capital gains or losses. So now let's work on wallets. As I mentioned, we're going to need to include wallets if we've been transferring our crypto back and forth between our exchanges and our wallets, right? If you only use your exchanges to buy, sell, and hold crypto, basically you're done, right? But if you're using crypto wallets to store your crypto offline, then you need to include those. So we'll start with a Bitcoin wallet. You can just scroll down here to find Bitcoin, or you can enter it in the search here at the top. Pretty simple. All right, now we need to get the address of our Bitcoin wallet. Now, Bitcoin wallets and other proof-of-work cryptos are unique in the sense that whenever you send crypto into these wallets, it generates a brand new receiving address each time. Now, this increases your privacy because each unique sending address has its own record on the blockchain. So if you send someone your current sending address, they do not see the entire history of the wallet. But we need to include the entire history of the wallet when we interface with CoinLedger. So we're going to use a very special address for our Bitcoin wallet called the XPub address. So I'm using a Ledger wallet. So when we use our Ledger wallet, we'll go to our Bitcoin account. We'll open it up, and I'm not going to just click receive and get a sending address, right? A regular sending address is not going to give an accurate history of the wallet. It's only going to give the history of whatever deposits you made using this address, right? And as you can see, I have a lot of transactions with a lot of different receiving addresses. So I need the XPub address. We can get that by going up here to the gear icon or this little wrench. Just open it up and then go to advanced. We'll just drop this down, and there's the XPub address. I don't need these quotes, right? So we're going to select everything between the quotes and copy that into our clipboard. We'll go back over here and we'll paste it in. And just make sure that we got that last number, right? If we look here, whatever that last character is, make sure it's last here. And then you can scroll to the front and make sure that it says XPub at the front, right? Make sure you got the entire XPub address in there. We'll click connect, and it's going to do an auto import just like it did with the exchanges. But right now, it's basically just pulling in all of the deposits and withdrawals from my wallet, right? There are really no trades in my wallet at all. There's no taxable events in this wallet, but I have to account for every time I move crypto back and forth so that the tax software knows where the crypto is going, right? It needs to determine whether the withdrawal was a sale or just a simple transfer. That's why we include our wallets. So we'll need to do this with every Bitcoin wallet that you've created. You'll also need to include other cryptocurrencies if you store those in a wallet. I'll do Ethereum. Ethereum is much easier, actually, because an Ethereum public address remains the same, right? They don't generate brand new addresses every time. So I'll go to one of my Ethereum wallets. I'll get the receiving address, right? That address always remains constant, right? I'll just take that receiving address, go back over here. I'll click Add Account. I'll choose Ethereum. I'm going to use an Ethereum wallet. I'll paste in my address and click Connect. All right, so all of my Ethereum transactions for that wallet have been imported and everything's up to date. Now, if you have more than one Bitcoin wallet and more than one Ethereum wallet, different accounts in Ledger Live or different wallets in different places, you'll need to import all of those different wallets. If you withdrew crypto to any wallet, it needs to be included in your reports so they can give you an accurate picture of your tax liabilities, right? Or your tax benefits if you sold at a loss, right? All right, and you can go through and add the rest of whatever cryptos that you had by clicking this button here, Add Account. You can choose the crypto. If you're using MetaMask, you'll simply just go to your MetaMask wallet, right? You just grab the address of the MetaMask wallet, right? You can grab whatever Ethereum you may have in that MetaMask wallet, hit connect. All right, there it's imported the transactions from my MetaMask wallet. And if you're using DEXs, it even accounts for that. If you'll notice here, I did do some trades on some DEXs using my MetaMask wallet, and those get counted as trades along with the withdrawal and deposits. Also with MetaMask, you may be using alternate chains. So if, for example, you were using Binance Smart Chain, right? You basically grab that same address, right? It's the same wallet, just use a different chain. Go back over here, hit Add Account, and this time I'll choose Binance Smart Chain. And I'll paste in the address of my Binance Smart Chain wallet. I'll hit Connect. All right, and that was successful. And notice also that for Binance Smart Chain, I did do some trading in some Binance Smart Chain DEXs, and those trades have been accounted for in this history. So we've got our deposits, withdrawals, and whatever decentralized trading that we've done. So the same would hold true for all of the other chains. So if if you're storing Avalanche and Avalanche-based tokens in your wallet, you would just grab that same address and go back, create a new account, and choose AVAX. All right. You could paste that wallet address in and click Connect, right? And the same with all of your other chains, right? So if you're using multiple chains, just do each chain one at a time until you've added them all in. Like maybe you've done Polygon as well. Right, we'll go back over here And this time we would choose Polygon or Matic, right? Very easy to import all these multiple chains that you're using in MetaMask, right? Any crypto wallet is going to be very similar. All you have to do is do a receive to get the receiving address of the wallet and choose the appropriate cryptocurrency in the ad account. As you can see, you can even filter different wallets, different exchanges, and different blockchains, right? You're basically just going to need the public receiving address of your wallets, and you'll need to link up your exchanges, right? So I've done enough to get you started. Hopefully your crypto taxes aren't going to be too complicated, and this will be pretty easy for you. If you have any questions about anything I did, please throw them up in the comments, and I'll do my best to get them answered. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.